What's up guys, my name's Dychronic here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the best and most overpowered shotgun perk in the game. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself in the Crucible with like a Dychronic or a Retold Tale, Mindbender's Ambition, one of those slower fire rate shotguns, and you fire at an enemy and he doesn't die, but he's still a little bit too far away to melee, and you're just spamming that trigger as fast as you physically can, and you just can't get that second shot off before he kills you? Well, if I got the solution for you, how would you like your Retold Tale or Dychronic Blues to fire twice as fast as it physically can fire right now? Now I know what you're thinking, this has gotta be a glitch, this has gotta be something that's not natural. This has been in the game since Destiny 1. I honestly cannot believe I didn't realize until now. I know that with Forsaken, a lot more guns got this perk on it, but I just recently realized how impactful that this perk was. And this perk is full auto trigger system. It actually nearly doubles the fire rate of a lot of these shotguns in the game. If you don't believe me, I've got proof for you on screen now. In my tests, I tested a whole bunch of different weapons, including the Retold Tale and Dychronic, both 55 RPM shotguns, and I also tested the Badlanders for comparison. Now, the RPM numbers in this game are not always extremely accurate. Sometimes they incorporate reload, sometimes they incorporate something else entirely, and sometimes they don't at all. I've never really understood RPMs, and in my DPS tests I've always had to do my own measurements of how fast something fires, but in general they're not usually that far off. So the Retold Tale in my test without any full auto was around 54 RPM, which is close to its 55 RPM, basically just human error. Next up, Dychronic without full auto, pretty much the same thing, around 54 RPM. Again, no surprise, that's basically exactly where it's supposed to be. However, with Dychronic full auto trigger system, I fired at a whopping 108 RPM. How is that even fair? There's literally no reason to have this shotgun without full auto trigger system. And on top of that, the drop that I did get was a range mastery, so I'm very happy that I did get that. And in comparison, to give you another understanding of how bad the RPM numbers are in this game, the Badlanders fired at 191 RPM. Now I could be limited by the fact that I am playing on console, so I don't have as many frames to measure these things, but that should only be a difference of maybe 1/30th to 1/15th of a second of difference, not twice as fast. So in general, Badlander shoots at about 200 RPM, which obviously fires twice as fast as the full auto Dychronic, but the Dychronic finally fires twice as fast as it originally did, which is pretty insane. And that's pretty much the video for guys today. I just wanted to mention this perk is absolutely amazing. If you find yourself a shotgun with a little bit lower fire rate and you can get a full auto trigger system as a roll, do get it. If you also find other weapons like the different pulse rifles or the hand cannons or whatever, and there's a possibility of getting a full auto trigger system on it, and you do get it, don't excuse it right off the bat. I know some weapons, it doesn't change it very much, but some weapons, it really does impact it and make it a lot easier to use. Anyways, that's pretty much the video. On screen now, a bunch of different wiener fluffers of different wiener dogs in different outfits. I just happened to stumble across a few and I decided let's do a themed video, and all month I'm going to be trying to do some Halloween themed cute animals across my videos, so make sure you stay tuned for those. Finally, we're going to be getting some cute bats, some cute spiders. I'm going to go out there and find them for us. But that's it. I've been your host Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.